Oh boy, you guys got to miss out on the fun system of inventory, optimization, and maintenance. And also, we're poor again because I bought like a bunch of hand axes, javelins, and a boatload of training weapons because we keep breaking the bastards. And also, a lot of my characters didn't have them. So now we have them.
Gronder Field. Hey, Teach. Not a bad place to
I
wage
forgot we
war.
were supposed to do support conversations. Guess we're doing it after this. Oops.
I knew you'd understand. Plenty of places to hide, and our pick of paths to advance through. It's the perfect battlefield for our tactics. I have my eye on that low hill over there. See it? It's the ideal spot to lure our enemies to, and then surround them with fire. Gotcha, Teach. I know. We want all students to make it back
Dude,
to the
I am
monastery.
totally down
You
with
in
the
command,
dude. Let's
we
set
can't
the whole
lose.
thing on
The
fire.
Imperial Princess and the Crown Prince don't stand a chance.
Professor Claude.
And then
What are you two
the
talking about?
fucking boys
What do you
show up,
expect?
all
It's
synchronized.
Claude. I am certain he was foisting more of his ill-advised schemes on our poor professor.
Oh, you have me all figured out, Lawrence. You know me better than I know myself.
Win or lose, it's an honor just to participate in the legendary Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
We've got to win so we can show Captain Gerald what we're made of.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
I shall give it my all.
And this game really does try to show you that the deers are just not as involved in the rest of it, because it's the battle of eagle and lion.
That will not
Deer
be
isn't
acceptable
even
there.
mentioned.
The whole point of this exercise is for each house to act as one. Do your best. I can't wait to see how well everyone does.
All right, sounds like Hilda will be taking control of a central hill and watching the battle from there. It's almost time. Come on, Teach.
Oh,
The battle
aren't you guys
starts now.
excited to see Lorenz stop listening to my commands and valiantly charge the middle hill just without my consent? Great. Great. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, I could actually, now that I think about it, do the support conversations, like, right now, but feels a little thematically inappropriate considering the fact that we're going into battle. We kind of need, you know, everybody. Where's Cyril? Oh, I'm not allowed to use Cyril. You can't even do that? Oh, shit, you're right. Huh. I've always seen the support screen there. I thought you could. Well, I mean, either way, I was being a Claude head and didn't do the support conversations, which I said I was going to do. So I'm actually a dirty fucking liar. So now we need to go through and see who gets to hang out with who. It was like Felix Leone, I think. And then we had... it was Cyril Shamir. Not a valid answer anymore, unfortunately. And then it was like Ash Marianne. So we need a backup solution. We need a different answer to this problem. Who can Claude hang out with? Perfect. I don't care. Just throw Ingrid onto Claude. It doesn't matter. There we go. You missed it, Scion, and by I mean you missed it as in I did it off screen, so everyone missed it. I did a bunch of inventory maintenance. Like, hey, we have a bunch of training weapons, and we have a bunch of mini bows, and we have a bunch of new javelins and hand axes. Just a bunch of that garbage. I'm
Battle
poor
of the
again.
Eagle and Lion is set to begin at long last. Everyone, show off the results of your dedicated training.
Remember, we're not just fighting for honor. There's a prize at stake.
It's almost time to begin. Steel yourselves, everyone.
Again, very much so incentivizing that Blue Boys is the default route, because if you're not in the Blue Boys, they just go to whichever side doesn't already have one pre-assigned. Red dudes are always top right, yellow dudes are always top left, and if
You
you're
all should
playing
know.
one of them, then the Blue Boys
I'm
go
not
into
about
that
to go
slot.
easy on you today.
Same with the other introduction tutorial class fight.
As long as we can pull off the win, doesn't matter how.
Our victory must be absolute, no matter what it may take.
Nice rusty ass swords. Nice bone sword.
It is time.
Forward, now!
For honor!
Wait, since when do we have the nameless units? Haven't you seen my roster? About half my class has a bunch of nameless nobodies that I don't use in combat. What's the problem?
I got this.
Actually, don't have any flyers yet, so it's less of a problem. We're gonna get a good old-fashioned stride play, because that's how I always like to open up on one of these maps. So I could like pop her right here. Maybe I pop her right here. Can she move there? She can. Okay.
Stay focused.
So we pop her right here. Bup bup. Block right here. Now Byleth is just a big fucking meat wall.
I stand ready.
Ready anytime.
Ready and willing.
Let's get to it. Leave it to me.
Man, you really got that one, didn't you? Also, did she just get... No, she didn't.
Black Eagles and the Golden Deer are already in battle? We should take this chance to break through the Black Eagle's flank.
It's very telling to each of their strategies. Like, Edelgard already has the middle captured. She starts with it. She immediately goes full balls to the walls, blitzkrieg tier aggro, violently assaults the center map trying to wrest stage control. When you have the yellow boys, they try to flank around and stall for themselves, and the blue boys immediately try to kill Edelgard. Thematically appropriate, I see. Yes, finally. Hey, free chess key. Can I not lethal you? It's not really what I want, but I could at least not lethal him. Helps him get a little bit of that mastery XP. He doesn't need the mastery XP, but Raphael wouldn't be doing anything this turn anyway, so might as well. And then we just park everyone in the dumb spots. Now we get to be dumb. Hey, there goes Ignatz with the crit nats. Why crit nats? Why is it always crit nats? Like, I'm genuinely confused. Why does Ignatz seem to crit 50 at the time? The man has rigged the system. Is this a bad idea? Categorically, yes. But I'm doing it. 6 damage, 13 damage. Oh yeah, that's right. We're pre-time skip. Nothing hurts. Oh, you can't use that? Okay. Oh, they're just... Okay. That'll at least pull some of the flak off of him. I mean, whatever. Bob doesn't really need the mastery XP, but it's nice. It's not just Claude getting railed on.
I will draw the Black Eagles out, Your Highness.
Yes. And while you are doing so, we will take control of the central hill.
I mean, categorically, I think their AIs are the same, because yellow charges red and flanks around to the hill. Red starts everywhere and just tries to defend against you. Like, the AIs are the same, but their in-game strategic planning fits their character. I still think it would have been way cooler if you actually started each of these maps where each of the houses actually should have started. Like, we would have spawned where the blue boys are right now, if we're yellow, and I thought that would be such a neat spin on these two maps in particular, because they're the only maps that genuinely vary depending on which house you're in. Probably would fuck over some of the balance, but it's not like these maps are hard. You kind of just gotta deal with it. Not to mention, that's cool as hell, and I don't think anyone's gonna argue that cool points is definitely a valid method of discussion for video game design.
Nobles must...
How tubular is this decision? If the answer is anywhere below radical, get out of my face. Oh, that's right, Lexifia's already done. Why did I do that? Oops. I didn't even specifically, I just meant as in general. I need radical points. I want to do cool things, but yeah, I mean, it would also be fun. I'd imagine it probably would be better because we start so far away. Like, starting Red Boys, I'd mean, imagine it would probably be just like right here, and one of the other two would assume direct control of the hill, because breaching this area does seem like it'd be a big pain in the ass. Considering this is a natural choke point, but then again, because these two start way closer to each other, so they can start getting their licks in before you can even get there, meaning, you know, you have less opposition. But I think it'd be cool. And everyone knows, as I've said, cool points is the gold standard. Alright, fuck the red guys. They're already a weaker side, so we're gonna just gun them down first. I say as I am now flexing into fucking over the yellow side. I'm kind of doing both. I'm playing both sides right now. I've never played this map quite this fast and loose, but I guess it just means I've gotten at least semi-more confident at the game, that I feel like I can handle myself in this situation more aggressive style, and not immediately flounder and fail. Then again, I've always been typically very aggressive when it comes to tactical RPGs. I know you probably should do the more methodical, sit back, bait them out. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be frank, hard is, frankly, way too easy. But even still. Okay, that's also valid, Weevil. But then again, I don't remember Lorenz or Ignatz, who are the only two I would be fighting right now, because where Hilda and Raphael are, the left side of this map only had Lorenz and Ignatz.
Don't expect...
Neither of them were a threat at this point. In fact, I do distinctly remember Ignatz being hilariously easy. And Lorenz kind of just threw himself into the red boys and died. So... yeah... there are some other circumstances we need to keep in mind. Dude, I cannot hurt to do. Alright, fantastic. Fuck the mage. No healing. As everyone knows, healers are bitches. As I say, as I typically play a healer in any game I play. Okay, you have fun there, Dweevil.
I'll stick with
There, Dweevil. You know what? Leone really needs the Class Master XP, so let's just get her the fuck in there. This is definitely way more fun to attempt to breach and charge when fighting the blue boys rather than the yellow boys, because the yellow boys had like 3 archers that camped out, and that was very fun. Raphael should be done after this.
I could use a break.
Oh shit! This dude doubles him. Oh, that probably is gonna get him killed. 918. Yeah, that's lethal. Well, let's just hope that one of them misses and just hope for the best, shall we? Alright, that's not right. Gonna send him lots of hopes and prayers. Ooh, why is your accuracy pissed? Who wins, Hubert or to do? Genuine question, because they both can kill each other. Pretty succinctly. To do wins. Wow, it was oh, they also just got a stat up, so now they do more damage. So Raphael is extra dead. There goes the knee. Oh, oh, there it goes. Oh, man, that would have fucked me over had I actually, calculated that right and just barely planned. Oh, Raphael's gonna live with like 2 HP. No, he's not. He's going to very die.
I could use a break.
Hey, you're fine, Hilda. Stop complaining.
I got this.
Can you actually have a fucking goodie bag proc, please? Like, I don't think I've ever... I think I've seen it activate one time. Because right now, it has a 10% chance to luck. Because it's literally 1-to-1 with his luck. His trigger percent is equal to his luck stat. So, literally every 10 turns, he gets 10% of his max HP. That is terrible. That seems like it's the kind of ability that scales well into late game, because it'll be proccing more often and be proccing for more HP, but HP regen skills have always been
Ready and
at best. Because why would you go for HP regen when you could just, use a healer and get healer XP? There's been no reason for this hostility. Who wins, to do or to Hubert? To Hubert.
Nice try.
Hubert wins! Ooh, it's a game changer! I actually said that as a joke. I thought the dude would just slap him again. He actually missed. And Hubert won. Holy shit. That's Schrodinger is a simp.
Ready anytime.
Fuck the mage. As a man who typically likes to play healers, that is the most infuriating thing is being picked.
I feel like I've grown.
There's not much more that you can get to get my goddamn blood boiling. And I do mean in most anything. If I'm playing a game, I'm either being the big-ass meat wall that doesn't take damage, or I'm pumping out so many buffs and healings the enemy team's crying in the corner. In any capacity and in any game, you can't stop me. Yeah. I mean, I already, even without knowing how many healers there were, I do distinctly remember in my very first playthrough, I did say I wanted every single member of my team to at least know heal. Until I learned there is the you can only use magic on very specific classes clause. But I had my heart set in the heal meta. So aside from that, Oh. Oh boy. My favorite. Yeah, where's the bin? Oh shit, my bot's not a... Wait, there it is. Boop. Boop. There they go. And man, it's been a while since we've seen one of those. Damn! It has been a long-ass time. Normally, Weevil gets a sick kick out of just immediately being the one to smite them from orbit. We've never gotten to double dip either. So that was a fun time. It actually did take me a while to get... Here, let me check something. I'm actually going to do that right now. Because I actually, just now, they actually got to test that my fucking chatbot actually has mod privileges. Because it keeps randomly being revoked and it's really annoying. Give me a second. Good enough. Wait a minute, what is this? Ah, there we go. I hope you had fun with that, Scion. That was a neat little take into the magical life of being a streamer. It's definitely fun. It's definitely not a massive pain in the ass sometimes. Oh, there are way more of those than you've seen. Oh, actually, if you want a fun story time, not too long ago, because we did actually briefly cover it since you've been here, but not too long ago, especially not too long ago, because it was last Sunday, but it started a while back. There was a dude. So me and Grey Ninja Gaming, every Sunday we stream Jackbox. Because it's one of the few games every single person in the audience can genuinely play along even if they don't own the game, you know? It's not like Choice Chambers or something where, you know, they have minimal control or something like that, but, you know, they're actually playing the game along. It's a pretty good time. And so we stream those, and so we get a lot of new people when we do them. What happened one time is one of the semi-new guys, a dude named ANV, showed up. Pretty nice guy. He followed and was just generally amenable, amicable, whatever the fucking word is, I never remember. It was a nice, fun time, you know, new viewer, good times. The problem is when ANV showed up, another dude named ANV showed up. Nearly the exact same name, there was like very minor fluctuations. As it turns out, this second ANV was a dude who I'd almost call him a script kiddie. It's a dude with a shitload of bots that ANV had pissed off. Because this dude who had a shitload of bots was going around spamming, like, random Twitch channels, just being a general dickhead, McFucking asshole. Just completely without warranting being a bad person, objectively. And so AMV called him out on it in the middle of a stream while he was attacking someone else. And so what that little bot man, what he decided to do is he started following AMV around and immediately harassing any streamer that AMV got involved with. Which fucking includes us, because he showed up at our stream. And so what he did is... Oh, I mean, well, there's the obvious stuff. He immediately just Twitch drama, I know. I don't fucking understand why the hell someone would decide this is how they're gonna spend their free time. But effectively, yeah, he was just an asshole. And he did everything you can expect out of a standard Twitch bot spammer. He had a bunch of bots shouting the N-word. He had... Frankly, we were able to catch the Twitch bots pretty easily. They weren't really the big problem. The big problem came down to when he found our Discord link. And he had bots for Discord as well. And those bots filled every single channel, all at the same time, with gore. Unironically, I was pretty damn impressed at the time because just how much shit he was managed to sling in such a little amount of time. And I'm fucking astounded just how fast he was able to do it too. He kept chumming him out. Man, this dude actually had a decent ass technical skill for causing damage and just being a bad person. Like, if he wasn't an asshole, I'd genuinely be impressed. Like, that's a lot of dedication to being a dickhead. It was very annoying because that's why then we had to get the whole bot set up and deal with a whole bunch of that garbage. And while it was more of a minor nuisance, he has shown up occasionally. Last Sunday, he showed up again with a new Twitch name and just unloaded gore in the fucking Discord again with no provocation. There he goes. Hoop-a-doop-a-doo. Why is he still here? He came back. Yeah, that's why we actually have 2 new rules in the Discord, because he showed up again. There's now an upper limit to how many images you can post in a matter of seconds, because we have an Autobot that'll just instantly fucking smite you from orbit. Otherwise, yeah, that's more of a please don't spam images or else you'll get insta-ban. And that's not even us manually doing it. But it was very fun to... I will admit, I was laughing at the time, but it's the fact that it's a security risk. The fact that someone could get through and do shit like that is what caused me strife, because I hate all that garbage. But in retrospective, it was really funny, because I am very iron-gutted, and it really doesn't matter what I see. I have been on the internet more than 20 years. I was there for the shadow end of the early days of the internet. I have seen some shit. And so I am nigh immune to the really fucked up stuff, because he posted some of the big boy stuff. And I'm just like, that's not fun, but okay. I would imagine if someone wasn't, I'm just gonna use the phrase desensitized as I am, would genuinely hate having to deal with something like that. Because, let's be frank, even from my perspective, it also wasn't fun to deal with. Because, obviously, it wasn't fun to deal with. Just objectively trying to clean it up. From an outsider's perspective, though, I'd say that shit's hilarious. In moderation. Luckily, that little conversation got us to the end of the filler dungeon. And I can't even go fight Dimitri, because I need Claude to fight him, because unique dialogue! Oh boy! Yeah. I gotta slowly haul Claude's fat ass over there. Normally I'm never this aggressive, and I typically wipe one side of the map.
There's a rat right by your Imperial
I think
feet.
we've actually seen these before.
How dare you make a fool
But...
of me? You will not ride
I've
on
never
me
actually
as
been
a
so
childish
competent in this map to wipe out both sides at the same
sheer
time, so now we have to
terror in
wait
your
for
eyes
Claude to
was
make his ass
something
over to
else
both
entirely.
sides.
My mistake. Anyway, it was only a joke.
You really hope to unsettle me with childish jokes? It won't work. You must stand and fight.
Too easy.
Nice tomahawk. Actually, Claude does need to get into one more fight, and then he can master his class. That'll be good. How much do you do? A whole buttload? It's too easy. Get out! Yeah, unironically, then I'm mastering Archer. Then is the I don't know what the hell Claude's gonna become. I'm just gonna let him become whatever the fuck he becomes after that. I think who's our other Archer? Ignatz has the same exact path.
No!
Except I don't know if I think he's gonna be a bow knight. I'm not here. Let me check. Let me check the list. I think he's a bow knight. Yeah, he's a bow knight. Because otherwise you'd have to master Sniper, and mastering Archer and Brigand and then Sniper to be able to get the fucking other techs. Kind of just a pain in the ass. So I'm only having to master the 2 intermediate ones, then they can just immediately jump. I don't know what's good, Scion! Don't start with me!
I'm sorry.
Am
but
I
must
doing it
retreat.
wrong? Wow, why does everyone judge me for the way that I'm trying to play the game? I'm sorry, I haven't literally Googled the meta definition for all the new boys that I haven't seen yet.
I don't have time for failure.
Fuck you, Lysithia. But why do you think I'm playing the goddamn playthrough with every single unit from the respective schools? I want to see how good they are. I want to learn their fucking things. Alright, we got any more? Who needs mastery? Done. Lorenz needs a shitload. Yanni needs a bit more. Hilda needs a bit more, but Lorenz is the big bad. Sup, fucker? Please miss one of these. Oh, I forgot he's that. No. Hey, Bow Knight is good. The +2 range with the... I was specifically thinking Ignat's passive ability +2 hit means he can make up for the accuracy down of attacking even further with a bow. Why not make him a Bow Knight? I do have a logical through line, because Bow Knights, from what I've seen, have been really fucking good. From what I've seen this far. Sniper is a good like a good flex option. They're both fantastic. They have different benefits. And hell, I might make him a sniper as like a jump-off point, but yeah. Ignatz is really good at hitting things with the bow, and fuck man, I can definitely agree with that assumption. I've never really gotten a chance to utilize Hunter's Volley. Lollifant, you don't know what that means! You don't play this game! I've heard Hunter's Volley is fantastic. You don't know this game, though. Oh. I mean, okay, I did actually look up and do research on each of the classes. Like, I know Sniper is fucking insane because of Hunter's Volley. That's the reason I had Felix be a Sniper in the red route, but I didn't get Sniper mastered in time because I have too many people also needing to master their classes. It's one of the classes I'm allowed to just put to the side and not worry about mastering while I try to master other people. Because a Bow Knight is still fully competent, even without having it. Like, it has different benefits with aside from having Hunter's Volley, and I don't need to worry about mastering the class. So people who do have higher priority masteries can. Like, for example, I wanted to make Raphael Fierce Iron Fist Man. He needs to master the class for that.
I've reached the pinnacle.
I at least have a logical through line, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Everything I'm saying seems to make thematic sense. And I don't appreciate all this naysaying. Getting dangerously close to seditious thoughts there, citizen. Oh yeah, I know the accuracy fall off. That's why fucking Ignat's goddamn hit +20! There's a reason! Like, I thought that's the perfect thing to do, because it makes so much sense. Oh, he gets Banana's accuracy fall off. Fuck you, he literally has a flat +20 accuracy. Then you give him an accuracy ring, and the archer's accuracy plus whatever, he's hitting anything. Like, logistically. Class mastery. Yeah!
I suppose my training wasn't enough. The Blue Lions have no
Okay,
choice
that's
but to
one I
retreat.
wouldn't know.
That is the end of this year's Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And the winners are...
I don't know how good Ignatz's speed growth is.
A victory worthy of a feast. We did so well, there's no way we didn't secure that prize.
I don't think I've ever had any time where I haven't beaten that, like, defeat more enemies thing. Well, I don't know that, Scion. I'm trying to make an informed decision based on my limited knowledge. Because from my perspective, he's a bow dude. He does good bow damage, but he doesn't have good defensive stats. His special ability is accuracy, so make him attack from super far away. I don't know about the doubles and the strength ults. I don't have that knowledge.
I'm kidding, of course. Really, though, I was lucky to have Teach on my side. In all honesty, you two made me work for it. If I had to face you again, there's no telling which way it would go.
It'd go
What do
our
you
way
think,
because
Teach?
we won and we
How did
got
we get
more
our houses
XP.
fair?
Also, we have all your students.
I appreciate that. Still, it is clear that I must continue to be rigorous in my training.
In any case, I hope the day never comes when we have to put this experience to use.
Agreed. I would hate to know a future in which I'm forced to cross swords with you.
I wouldn't mind. I'll accept a challenge from either of you at any time. I'm kidding, of course.
Well, now that the three
Edelgard
has ended
nervously
in the
sweating.
Lion's victory, I dare say it's time for some post-battle reconciliation. The victor has but one request. Hear me out. When we get back to Garreg Mach, let's have a grand feast to break down the walls between our respective houses. And by a grand feast, I mean a fairly regular feast in the dining hall.
I accept your proposition. But please notify me once your
Hey,
preparations are
do you guys
complete.
want to have a grand feast in the
Seems I
dining hall?
have no
And by that
choice
I
but to
mean
drown my
lunch
sorrow
in
at
the
losing
dining
and
hall
overindulgence.
as normal.
I'll help you with the preparations.
It's not a feast if you don't eat too much. Leave it to the Imperial Princess to say such wonderful things.
That's not exactly what I said, but forget it. Laugh all you want.
Well, if you insist. Hey, Teach. Looks like you're having a good time, too. Seeing you smile like that means we've got no choice but to have a great time tonight. Let's get going.
Oh boy.
I can't believe our house leader ate so much he passed out. I guess he should just sleep it off? Oh, Professor!
Claude is
great work
gone.
today.
As long as we have you and Claude, the Golden Deer House is unstoppable. I am sure we did not require Claude for our victory, but it certainly would not have been possible without our professor.
Man, you really get to see Lorenz from a
I'm
brand
so
new
pleased
perspective
to
when
be
you
your
play a route
host,
that's not him, and
Professor.
every
You
single
truly
time
bring out
Lorenz is
the
on the
best
map,
in
he
us.
fucks up Claude's
keep
plans
fighting
and makes them
and
lose.
winning.
I knew the tactics you learned from the captain would be something else. I better work harder to catch up. I have had the opportunity to experience much. Gratitude once more, Professor.
+6 strength, baby.
I
Woo!
managed to get through the fight without feeling like a burden.
Hey, that'll
Thank
help
you,
with
Professor. I hear Lady Rhea and
Ignaz's
Zedith are singing your praises
lack of
too.
strength. Because now he'll have Death Blow. And he doesn't need to double because they would be dead.
You're
Claude's
always
not
so
even
honest.
here.
You really showed them, Teach.
And Claude is now
I
here.
would really hate to be on your bad side.
Oh look, Claude has been revived.
Your tactics were ingenious, and you've somehow mastered the power of the King of Liberation's relic. You really are incredible. Though you can be a bit absent-minded at times. Your mind is like a giant bowl with a tiny crack in it.
Claude, saying that only makes your own mind bowl seem tiny.
How dare you? My bowl is much bigger than
What the
Teach's.
fuck are we talking about
Unfortunately,
right
it
now?
doesn't just have a crack. The whole bottom of my bowl is missing.
In other words, you are the absent-minded one, not our professor.
Do I
That's
need
true.
to
He
take
just
notes
admitted
on this?
It's unusual to hear you laughing, Marianne. Your smile is really cute.
And now you've ruined
feels
it by
so
bringing
great
attention
to
to
laugh
it.
and joke around like this, doesn't it? Well, look at that. Someone's having a secret rendezvous in the courtyard.
Wait, is this the Dimitri
All joking
Edelgard
aside,
thing?
I'm
Don't
having
they like
trouble
talk
sizing you up,
outside?
Teach.
Is
The
oh,
ice strength is about
and then
as high as
Claude's
an
not involved in that
Impossible. I
again.
wish for you to fight by my side. If I could use the sword of the Creator, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I bet if I could use it, you would trust me to, right? That selflessness may be what I like best about you.
I can only call your deeds during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Welcome to the route where we say fuck the
Comparing
plot.
against their performance
We like
at the
to
mock
fuck
battle
the
of
plot
the Great
around
Tree
this
Moon,
house.
the students have grown significantly. It is clear that this is a result of your
I
guidance.
need to skip this. I don't think
In
Claude's gonna be
appreciation
here.
of your efforts,
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Give me my goddamn healing lance. Alright, congratulations, boys and girls. We're now a
One,
fourth of the way through the
white
game.
clouds,
And also,
red wolf
today's
mode,
my last day of
the
being
flame in
bitch.
the darkness.
And soon we shall reconvene with a normal stream time.
Hoarfrost now graces
Shut the
treetop.
fuck up. So we're gonna be able to actually start making, like, progress in the game? That'll be fun. But unfortunately, that's gonna have to resume back on Monday. Because Fridays is the co-shit with Ninja. Saturdays is me doing whatever the fuck I want, and it's also to give me a break from this. And then Sundays is Jackbox. I mean, yeah, it is a worse Spear of Assault. But you can just kind of put it on a person, and then they just regenerate. That's pretty nice for some of the solo healers.
Is there no chance
If you don't have a physic user
There
that
are
can
no
just
absolutes
artillery
in
from across the
medicine,
map.
but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With
I
symptoms
had
that
the
varied,
stupid Blessed
there are
Lance
only
be
a few
very helpful
possibilities.
in
It's
my
either a
Violet Solo
mixture
run that I keep
poisons
talking about.
or magic. And don't
Just because
magic
it's
at
just
that.
nice to have constant
You're
regen.
talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Manuel?
Wait, do you not get the HP
my.
regen if you don't have
Lady
enough points in
Gerald.
lances?
Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village.
No, but like unequipped.
Something's
Or do you
happening
have to
there,
equip
we
the damn
must
thing
help
to have
them.
it be regeneration?
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go.
Because I could have
Thank you for
swore
your
I saw it
help,
regenerating you when it's just in your inventory. I could have
No, I'm
sworn.
more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life.
Which that doesn't sound right
If you
though, because I
like,
could have swore I
bet
saw
we
it.
could even manage the mission all by
I remember even
ourselves.
trying to stack it with
Just
a goddess
the
ring,
two of us.
trying to get even more HP regen.
Professor, a bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time to move out.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald.
I really kind of hate
Goodbye,
just how
Professor.
absolutely if just big dick healers are, but I
I'll be
also
in my
love
office
that
making
because
preparations.
another
What about you?
big thing I like in
If you
any
have the
game is
time, it would be
HP
helpful if you could
regen.
go ahead and
As
talk to
anyone
the
could see in
knights.
any of the playthroughs I've done, the ability to have a shitload of defense and be able to regenerate an impossible amount of
wrong?
HP makes me non-Euclidean in the pants. I am an ascendant being,
If
but
anything
below
feels
the
off,
waistline.
return to the infirmary.
At the
You
thought
need
of
to just
too
grin
much
and bear
HP
it.
regen.
Got it?
That was my entire Terraria playthrough. I literally just slapped my ass
could
down,
have
min-maxed
caused
on HP regen,
dizziness.
and face tanked every
I felt
boss
it
without
too.
moving.
Actually, I felt that way before.
I'm trying to think of another game that had that. That happened in Paper Mario, in the multitude of ones. I used dodge and HP regen pretty liberally. I used a bunch of stuff, it doesn't matter. Also, I don't think I have morale right now. Kinda. A lot of that was from support conversations and the free feeding we got right before the Battle of Eagle Online. So, we're barely managing to scrape this one by. This is cheating. Oh, fuck you, Cyril, I guess. So, reason is B, A, B plus. Writing needs to be A.
What? What?
I don't really have much other people to train, so unfortunately Raphael is actually going to be trained. Man's gonna have fist fair before the time skip. Which, let's be frank, he kinda needs it, because fists really need fist fair to be good. So frankly, I probably should still be training Raphael, because until he gets fist crit plus 10 and then fist fair, he's suboptimal. And I am gonna stick with him being a goddamn rider, because I swear to God I already put points in his lances. I haven't actually put points in his lances yet, and points in his riding. It's gonna happen. Why are you still learning lances, Marianne? Shit. I forgot I was supposed to take her off of lances. She's supposed to be learning swords. She's just gonna equip 11 sword. Doesn't matter at that point. So I need to fix that. Man, I've been really off the ball when it comes to goals in this playthrough. Yeah. Not exactly fantastic. Who's gonna get trained? Let's find out. Ooh, Catherine's better at punching things. Good. Fantastic.
A question.
Some people hate spiders or centipedes, but they do not have strong feelings towards flies or crickets. Why is that? It's the number of legs. Like 100%. It is guarantee it is the number of legs. I don't know what a trickster is. And
Tomas doesn't seem to be here.
I would say no,
fine.
considering the fact Tomas isn't here. What could that possibly mean?
I
But
found out something
no,
interesting.
obviously not, because I'm not using Catherine.
Why? Do you really have to ask? Trust me, what really matters is what I found out. It's about the connection between crests and the hero's relics.
I hear a lot of
The
questions
crest
about
stone of
crests
each
and
relic
heroes'
is
relics and how
carved
the
with a
hell they actually
specific
work.
crest, the one that has the ability to wield it properly. The crests are the keys. You need the right one to safely use a hero's relic.
Or, you know,
The only
any
thing I
of
can
them
figure
at
out
all
is,
to at
why
least
doesn't
wield the
sword
damn
of
thing.
The creator have a crest stone bearing a crest.
Because it's in my soul. It uses swords and faith. Oh, no, I'm literally just putting points into faith on Marianne because she's going to be a dancer. And so putting points in her faith because that way she can heal. And points in sword so she can not only equip 11 sword, because dancer gives you sword avoid plus 20, but also because as you level up swords you get more sword prowess, which is more avoid. And then she has the defense plus 2. Then so she'll have sword avoid, sword prowess, special dance which you mastered, defense plus 2, and then whatever the fuck else, I think like magic plus 2 or something, you know? So she'll have a shitload of avoid. So that way I don't have to worry as much. She's still not a frontline class, but she can get in there if need be. Shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Hey now, no need to write off my findings by saying
I'm
it's a
sorry,
myth.
Claude, I
To be
should have...
honest,
Actually, no, what did I say? Oh yeah, no, that is the wrong... I did not actually read that. That is the wrong answer.
There's more. I believe the crest stones might be the source of the relic's inhuman power. When Miklon transformed into a black beast, he was taken over by something that originated from the crest stone. And the crest stone was on his body. It all seems to add up. Now, look at this picture I found in the library.
Dargan.
That creature is called the Immaculate One, who was supposedly sent by the goddess to save the followers of Seros. You see the pattern on its brow and the faint circular boundary? Isn't it possible that's a crest stone? If all this is true, then crest stones are what power the ability to assume massive forms, like that of the Immaculate One. And maybe the hero's relics can harness that transformative power.
Oh, it is you. Have you seen Tomas?
We weren't saying anything.
No such luck. I was hoping to speak with
That
him
just
myself,
raises
but he
questions
seems
of why
to
the
be
fuck
out on the
instead of
town.
inflamed not
I
turn
see.
into the dragons.
Where did you find that picture?
It was in the library. Why do you ask? Is it something my youthful eyes shouldn't be seeing?
No, of course not. However, that is not part of this library's collection. It must belong to Tomas. It would be problematic if it got mixed in with the other books. I will take possession of it for now.
Take it away where no one can see it, you mean?
What was that?
Oh, well, I didn't say...
Well, that's what Tomas said. He said records that the monastery doesn't approve of.
Oh,
tend to
he's fucking
disappear.
going deep into
Tomas
this
said
goddamn
that?
clan.
Preposterous. I have far too much to accomplish to waste time with this foolishness.
Claude, stop undermining authority.
He was certainly in a hurry. I wonder if he's off to confront Tomas. Well, he took the picture, so I guess that's that for now. I'll see you later, Teach.
Can we stop having a bunch of, like, non-Manicheets
So,
running around?
The church is hiding something after all.
Some fucking...
massive
Cause,
secret
are
relics
you
and
fucking
crests.
telling me the
secret
goddamn
that must
crest
have
stones
something
have
to do
been
with the
Manicheet
professor's true
stones this
identity.
whole time? That only makes sense. But also, why the fuck can you put them into a goddamn car and turn it on? Why are they an engine for swords? Then again, Manicheet stones were an engine for murder. This is just a different avenue. This is the next model. This is the newest one being pushed out by Apple.
Much appreciated. Warms me up.
Favorite sweets? I didn't. Gifts you'd like to receive, and books you've read recently. Ooh, there it is.
They say the crest power dwells in blood.
I feel like I've heard him say this before.
Agreed.
And I was right. Let's go. I'm not a failure.
That is delicious. It feels good to relax.
And he's gone. There he goes. Did not give me a point of charm for some reason. Why is the team minigame so inconsistent? Or at the very least consistent in its badness? That was perfect. The only way I could have been more perfect is if I gave him his favorite tea, and that seems like a redundant system because I don't know what it does, and I've only ever seen it like 4 times. And now Flay knows rescue. Fantastic. How many more of these bad boys we gotta see? Oh, there's so many. Oh, we have to do Tales of the Red Canyon. Oh, we need to do Tales of the Red Canyon. That gives you a knowledge gem. Okie dokie. We have things to do. That one's level. This is 20, need to be 20 for advanced, right? Yes. Okay. So no one's ready for Freddy yet. So okay. Well now. Quickly, give me my quests.
What is... I have something to ask of you.
Don't you love loading screens? God, this game doesn't have a seamless fast travel system. Can't believe it. Bad game. You know, that was kind of started off as a joke, but it is a genuine thing I have. I do not understand the absolute unhealthy obsession some people have with shit like frame rates and whatnot. I have never once given a goddamn hell about like texture fidelity, goddamn frame rates, all that just general superfluous bullshit. As long as a game doesn't look eye-bleedingly terrible, I'll play a game with fucking 20 FPS. I don't give a shit. My man, I grew up with a fucking N64. Everything looked terrible back then. It's fine. That is still one of the few complaints I've had with this game that Bullet got mad at me for saying.
Hey.
I wish Fire Emblem had stuck with its sprite-based system and art style, because it's much easier to consistently convey information with a sprite rather than with a physical model, because you know what all the sprites look like, and all the little permutations that your units get are very minor. But having a completely unique model is much harder to differentiate what they're... Oh no, I'm not saying you're wrong. There is absolutely no way they would go back to it. I'm saying, from a statistically logistical standpoint, that little bit of an extra bit of effort you have to put into processing everything. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can at a certain point. But I'm saying even then, you still have to take a little bit longer to process it. Because there are still some units I don't recognize. Like, the ability to differentiate between all of the mages is genuinely really difficult. As long as they're not, like, expert, because I feel like the Mortal Savant and Gremory are very obvious exceptions. Because, like, a normal mage and dark mage, very similar looking, hilariously enough. They just both wear black. with different styles of robes.
Professor.
But in the olden days, they had like active different poses. They had different idle animations for the little sprite thing.
I am in
Yeah.
your debt, Professor.
It's really a nitpick, but I've always said that about a lot of games. I would rather have consistent visual clarity and a nice-ass art style rather than polished to shit graphics. Because this is a strategy game, so little things like that are stickly issues that I feel exist. It's unbelievably minor, though, and but I felt like I'd bring it up. It was topical at the time. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I do still like how the game looks. I mean, that's fine. But let's be frank here. I would definitely not be complaining if this game was a modern, like, pixel-based... I will admit, part of it's me. I fucking love sprites. It's such a delicious art style. But at least I can understand that some people might not like that. But there are still reasons for my... Nate Pup is now playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Do you ever wish you could return? Is that so? This month, it was half a year.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Ray. I'll just say the thing to make you happy. See, that's always been a little thing. I've always been a bigger fan of, like, art direction or whatnot. Because it's like... Because it's more topical about shit that I don't like. As a man who's been a big fan of the Paper Mario series for a really long time, I absolutely hate the art direction style it went with. Where everything is paper-based, and I hate all of the modern gimmicky stuff. Like, all the Nintendo games need to be... Like, they have so many games that are based on random bits of craft. Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby's Epic Yarn. The new Link's Awakening remake makes them look like little plastic toys. I don't understand the fixation, and I feel it makes the games uglier. I mean, I can understand it if it's like a stylistic choice. Like, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door was interesting because it was designed to make everything look like it was in a storybook, but it was, like, consistent within that world, rather than being an actual physically made of paper world, and there is a distinctive difference. I wonder why. It's not like I've streamed both the original Paper Mario and both of the ROM hack modifications to the original Paper Mario twice. For a total of, I think, 5 times.
Thank you so much.
That definitely hasn't happened. Don't believe them. I also like multitude of series. This is just the one that I had a good example
Why don't
of.
you trade it for this?
It's just an art style thing. I'm on the topic of complaining and art. I swear to God, I don't have a whole lot of other material. Literally made of material, and I don't like it. God damn it, Nintendo! Stop letting me down.
Professor, hand it over. How? Give
At
it
least
here.
this game's
Excuse
not
me.
made of fucking
I asked
plastic.
first. Why
Which one do I have in the party? I think I actually have both of them in the party. So here you go,
Seems like
Catherine.
a thing. I knew I
talked
could
to you
count on
first. Also, because we're actively working with Shamir right now, so I don't need her friendship points. So who's not here yet? Oh, the obvious stuff. Actually, let's go talk to Hanneman and Manuela, see if they'll join.
Hey, I know you've met it, but Matt...
Hey!
Professor, I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however... Don't worry about it. It's only natural.
I could totally see that. I'm gonna be frank, I don't talk about it much. I would absolutely adore to play some of the older Fire Emblems.
Professor, of course, I have the...
Yeah, shut the fuck up. I have to take breaks between each series, because there's a bunch of series I still want to stream, so I have a lot of variance. Like, it has been a good few months since I went last back to do the next part in the series I've been wanting to do for a while, which is... What's it called? It's Mega Man Battle Network. I've been waiting to do the third game in that series for a while, and even on a more negative note, I'm sure Lollifant and Weevil have been waiting with bated breath for me to get to Golden Sun 3, which is seen as the only bad game in the series, and considering the fact that every single person on the internet absolutely has rose-tinted goggles to hell and back for the original Golden Sun games, I hate them. They're terrible. And so, I want to see how bad the absolute worst game in the series, those same people who are completely blinded by love for their Golden Sun baby, they don't like the third game. So I'm very curious to play the third game to not only finish the trilogy, but to see what could they have done that is so much worse than what has already been done thus far. I need to see. I need to learn. So I have a few games I want to be streaming right now. But I also want to stream more basic bitch shit. Because I want to grow my brand and get people to watch me, because goddamn I need money. Entirely self-serving means. Daddy-o, teach me how to stab a man with a spear to death. Thank you.
Were you not...
Are we done with training? Okay, I'm not gonna go in that regard, Mr. Bullet. I understand the shitpost, but I don't appreciate the sentiment. It's food time. Oh shit, it's Mixer. Are you guys ready to do a Mixer? I'm definitely glad they totally didn't go fucking bankrupt and get round up into goddamn Facebook gaming. Woo boy. That definitely didn't happen.
That looks delicious. I'm sorry.
What are those little pink things on their plate? It almost looks like it would be like a kind of meat that's been... Because the only reason there should be something that sharp of a pink would be like... I would almost say meat, because when you smoke meat, it becomes that nearly raw shade of pink, but it's because it's been smoked. But why would it be on, like, the outside like that? I get, yeah, the fish also, unless it's, like, raw fish, but why would they put, like, sushi-grade raw fish next to what appeared to be, like a roast of some kind? That seems like such a weird combination. You know? What are they eating? Stop putting this in your mouth!
If you wanted to invite someone...
You want to know a real complaint in this game? Art direction for food is terrible.
Excuse me, but I gotta go grab me some seconds.
Seconds? We only just started eating. How did you magic away your firsts?
See, that makes sense. Broccoli, carrots, what looks like big fucking honkin' slices of corn for some reason, maybe some celery, and then, like, what also looks like roast. And then there's, like, some bread on the side. That's obvious what that is. But, and some of the things these people put in their mouths, I'm not 100% certain that quantifies as food. I need Schmear and Cyril to fucking be friends.
Having a meal together with Shamir. I'm happy and more than a bit nervous.
It's rude to ignore the professor like that.
I mean, you're not wrong. This food did not look feasible at all. Time to go talk to Catherine. Whoo boy.
A moment, please.
No, you're not gonna get a moment.
Professor.
Friendship time.
I wonder why. Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment?
I know what? I'm
You're not
certain we've
particularly
seen
strong or
a
good-looking.
bunch of the
You
Catherine
seem
ones.
exceedingly unremarkable. Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary.
Fucker, we're gonna rewatch it anyway, because I don't
Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented. I'm not blaming you, I'm just perplexed. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Geralt. He was the leader of the Knights of Seiros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone. So I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right? Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Bladebreaker. Maybe that's it. Geralt used his influence to help you. But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you. Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well.
Why are you putting jellyfish,
if I
huh?
discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down. With relish.
I'm more of a ketchup man. I've never been particularly partial to mustard. But I appreciate the sentiment. Who are we gonna talk to now? Marianne Lorenz. Here we fucking go. Good start.
What is it, Marianne?
I'm curious why you've been eating your meals near me as of late. I'm not much for conversation. I'm always at a loss for words, and I never know how to respond to questions.
Well, it's true that there are some who prefer a lively dinner table, but I prefer to eat in peace. With you, my meals are a relaxing experience. In fact, you're the most peaceful dining companion I've ever had.
Really?
There is a real grace and fluidity to your every movement. I greatly appreciate refined table manners. Observing you all this time, I believe I've realized what is so striking about you. Your beauty comes from the heart. It is an inner beauty. It is not some flamboyant pageantry, a product of external adornment or grooming. When I first noticed it, I thought that it could use some refinement, a little polish. But I was mistaken. You are perfect in your natural state, just as you are.
You think I'm beautiful? Just the way I am?
Certainly. To add a superficial luster on top of what you already
The
possess,
fact that none of you used my rage emote made me mad.
No one's
I
ever
have this
said
here for
anything
goddamn
like that
reason.
before.
I really appreciate that.
Alas,
Thanks, guys.
I
Wow,
am the
really
only one with
appreciate
eyes.
the fucking supporting your local
Perhaps it is
streamers.
for the best that your beauty not be revealed to all the world.
It's even
Yes,
red too.
it is
Come on,
certainly
Sion.
better that only I,
I'm
Lawrence
mad.
Hellman Gloucester,
I'm
can
mad
appreciate
about
your
it now.
True magnificence. And on that note, I
Bye-bye,
bid you
Lorenz.
farewell.
What a strange person. But being called beautiful just the way I am.
Hey,
That was nice to hear.
maybe you can use channel points and waste your channel points just to get my emote. How about that? That doesn't even get you anything. Or it doesn't give me anything either. That's not the point. You can't use whoa, you can? Oh. Which ones can you use channel points? I don't know how they work. I'm gonna be frank, they don't tell me these things. You can get Squish Smart, that's definitely valid. Squish Smart is valid. Oh, that's it? Really? God, well, fucking Fanta. You can't even use Suffer! That is my best emote! God damn it. That is by far my best emote. At least Bioyosh High. That makes sense. That one's like supposed to be there. That's supposed to be the basic bitch emote. Who is Cyril? Damn, Cyril can talk to a lot of people. Yeah, alright, here we go. Let's go see why Cyril's a cool guy.
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my boat lately?
Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
Close counter.
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safety.
But, counterpoint.
You mean to stay away from the enemy?
Close range volley, point blank volley, whatever it's called. And
so you understand
close counter, and even a mini bow if you want to be basic. There's a lot of counterpoints. It's almost as if they tried to overbuff bows because one of the leaders has a bow and bows used to be shit.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curve shots right now.
Like,
you're not a bad student.
Close counter alone
you have the right attitude.
makes it totally valid to go just bow with no, like, supplementary melee weapon.
I will.
Your swords have always been... I've always been upset because I'm just like, they're the main thing. Why did they not have a javelin hand axe equivalent? They have the Levin sword, but that's more like a bolt axe kind of thing. You don't really go for it for the range. Okay, bullet counterpoint, you could just put Felix with the bow. You can literally just go bow Felix and have him do bow things, but better. Or you can put Felix in Brawl and have him have his crest proc 4 times. Nerfed.
Ignatz? Why are you following me?
Oh, Can I help you with something? You must be struggling by yourself, Cyril.
Silent, are you okay?
This is my job.
Do you need some help? That's alright, take your time.
Well, we could do it so much faster working together.
You don't have to.
I don't mind. Plus, if we finish early, you can go and do whatever you like.
You want to know what I want to do?
Sure, tell me.
I'd like to do my assigned work without you pestering me.
Oh. Okay.
Why are you always so concerned about what I'm doing anyway, Ignatz? It's kinda weird, you know?
Wow. It hurts when you put it like that. I've been meaning to ask you about Elmira. You always look so busy, but I thought you might talk to me if I helped with your work.
There's nothing about Elmira worth talking about.
But I find it all so fascinating. Please, tell me about the people, the buildings, the flowers. Ooh, any scenery you liked looking at.
Nope, never took much time to look at anything. Why do I gotta talk about stuff I don't want to talk about just because you're bored, Ignatz?
Even though you endured hardships, there must have been some things you enjoyed.
You don't get it. Look, I'm gonna go. Should have done it already.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Let me know if I can help. Oh, and I hope we can talk some other time.
But there's nothing to talk about. Jeez, what a weirdo.
Stop being a dickhead. Both of them. Really, I'm not sure whose side to take in that. Cyril's kind of standoffish.
This one ought to do.
But also,
what are you doing,
he doesn't got anything to talk about.
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by
Oh
yourself.
god, no,
Let me
Lysithia,
help.
don't start this
No,
shit
I
again.
got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser.
Oh
I know
god,
best.
no, it begins.
Lysithia, you
It
seem a bit
begins
shaky.
today, everybody.
You
This is
okay?
where the fun happens.
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah! Well, that wasn't much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes. It's hard work if you're not used to it.
I feel foolish.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown,
Cyril
too.
gets a fucking
In that
massive
case,
workout by
let me help
working
you
like
carry
this.
the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
Okay, that's a fat load of shit, Cyril. It doesn't work like that.
Serious.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
Hey, Cyril. What are you up to? Working?
You're in the way, Hilda. Move.
How rude. I'm not in the way.
Are you just here to goof off?
No, I'm here to feed the horses, actually.
Uh-huh. Where's the fodder, then?
I wasn't sure where to find it. Can you help with that?
I'll take care of it. I'm cleaning the place anyways.
Oh, thanks. It's great to have you on the job. I know
Hilda's a massive bitch.
Yeah, well, I don't like it when I feel like I'm not doing my part.
You're always so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes I almost forget your own.
Unironically, it's more Cyril just... He's doing this to himself. He actively is adamantly refusing help and is tackling more things. Cyril has just a good work drive.
Unreliable, huh?
My family has to fight against.
I don't understand the hate for Cyril at this point. I really like him.
Ever clued me in on what the battles were like. But I do know
He's
that
never once said that he's explicitly doing it like, oh, I gotta do it for Rhea. I'm doing it because it needs doing and has to get done at some point.
Yeah? Huh.
Am I boring you? I'm talking about your people.
Those aren't my people. I was just born there.
In fact, he's talked more about Elmira than Rhea. He's had like one conversation about Rhea and like 3 about Elmira.
Huh.
And 1 about with like Shamir.
That look on your face. Are you okay?
I can't tell you what I think of folks from Fodlan. I don't really got an impression of them altogether.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's all sorts of different people everywhere. You can't say everybody of one place is any one thing. It's no different when you're talking about Fodlan or Elmira or any place else. And wherever you go, you see people in power keep the weak ones down. The only difference, far as I'm concerned, is one place has Lady Rhea, and the other don't.
Now he's talked about Rhea. There you go. And at least it makes sense, because it said he was an orphan, and she pretty much saved his life. I can at least see the admiration. No one gets on Shamir and Catherine shit when Catherine literally sets flame to the fucking kingdom capital because Rhea asked. I don't think Cyril was also there, but he didn't set the fucking buildings on fire. That was Catherine. But also, Annette and Ash were also there, but Ash is a good boy. I don't appreciate these slanderous accusations to my good boy. We're keeping Claude Lorenz until the end because that's gonna be too good.
Picking wildflowers?
Nick, I never said it wasn't a crime. I'm just saying there are multiple people who are a little bit way too into Rhea.
By its own strength. Lysithia, please accept this as...
Knock it off! Sorry. It's just that the thorns are a bit sharp, and I'm not a fan of killing nature.
Why does that one tree in the background look like it was just... Okay, they kinda are. They're literally just like 2D texture and the trees look like they're painted on afterwards. Like it's a 2D texture of a 3D model and then they drew a tree into those places so they look like they're just floating.
Has been harmed in the past by lords who thought only of themselves. who saw
I
others
am.
as a
I'm
means
not
to
even
an end.
talking about their
But
conversation.
You understand others' pain. With you around, I am quite hopeful that the Alliance will flourish again.
That's not something you should get your hopes up about. House Ordelia will end with my father.
I'm sorry? I understand you have a distaste for politics, but could you really allow a noble house 3 centuries old to fall to ruin? This goes beyond you and even your house. What would become of Fodlan if all its noble houses withered away in such a manner? The people would be in disarray. The balance of power would crumble. Chaos would rule.
No, it's just... my body, unfortunately, is not built to last. And I have no siblings. When I die, that's the end.
What?
Noble birth has been nothing but a source of pain for me. For me, and for my parents. We got sucked into the rebellion in the Empire, and it led to... many responsibilities for us. The things we went through. I can hardly bear to speak of it. All I want now is to give my mother and father the chance to live out their years in peace. I intend to do whatever I can to ease the hardships of our people, while I still have life left in me. Naturally, I worry about what will come to pass after I'm gone. But I'm sure things will work out, so long as there are people like you around working so hard for a better future.
So you have been thinking of the future, even despite all of that. I am so sorry. I had no idea. Lysithea, I have offended you most persistently. Please find it in your heart to forgive my impudence.
Don't worry about it. If you're so insistent upon being my friend, I'm sure more tasty snacks and tea will help persuade me. But if speaking of the future holds such importance, better to find someone who actually has one.
I understand. Yes, let's take tea together again soon.
Did you guys see how his model snapped between animations and did like a mini fuck up when he was saying sorry? His model literally snapped between 2 animations, like his spine jerked back straight. His hand snapped from his face to directly in front of him. Ooh, not quite right. Ash Marianne seems like it'd be good. You know, let's just get Hilda out of the way. Hilda's a bitch. Also, that's why,
Hilda?
fucking smart guy, green hair, lazy man, forgot his name again. Him and Lysithea, best relationship. That's another one of the top 10 S ranks I've seen in the game. Like, Mercy, Sylvain, Linhardt, and Lysithea. Those two, I don't think I'm gonna find a better one.
With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated. Let's put up your hair to show off your neck. But we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable. Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable. You're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless. Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully extending? Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss
The
over
fact that
how I
Hilda
proceed.
has this down to a
Even
fucking
with my
science
best
is
effort,
scary.
I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she's smart,
Like I said,
smart,
optimized
wow,
laziness.
even my heart skips a beat.
She has brought it to a damn art form. The ability to get other people to do what she doesn't want to do. Meta-defining. Truly an inspiration.
I think I'm gonna pass out.
Good start. And thus Lysithia has died and is removed from your party for the rest of the game.
I've been feeling really queasy all morning. I'm just heading back to my quarters to rest.
Can you even make it there in that state? Here, climb on my back. I'll carry you.
What? No. I'm not some sort of infant.
Always worried about looking like a kid. No time for that now. Just get on.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I should be okay from here. Thank you so much, Leonie. I hope I wasn't too heavy. Was I?
No, not at all. Actually made for a fun bit of training.
Training?
Yeah.
Hop,
Carrying
hop,
someone
hop,
around
hop,
is good
hop.
for the legs. You're just the right weight for it, too. I might ask you to help me train again sometime. Anything can be a kind of training with the right attitude, you know?
Are you always thinking about training?
Well, I can't devote all my time purely to training, so it's more efficient if I can train while I get other stuff done at the same time.
Wouldn't that actually be rather inefficient?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, for example, if you're training for endurance, it seems running would be a better approach. If you're only ever training by cramming it in with other tasks, you won't be getting the best results. I'm no expert on the subject, but even I can logic that one out.
Come to think of it, you do always seem to stick to a pretty rigid schedule, don't you? I've noticed that you focus completely on whatever it is you've set out to do. Then you switch to something else and focus completely on that.
You've noticed, have you?
Now that I think about it, you may be right. Maybe that is the more efficient way to do things. Hey, you're really bright, Lysithia. Thanks so much for the helpful advice.
That was sweet of Leonie to check on me and carry me all the way to my quarters. And in the end, I just lectured her. She did thank me for it, but I probably could have handled that better.
Okay. Now we're getting to some of the manual override ones. We're going to save them. Because we have the Felix and Ash ones I've been slowly brewing for a while, so let's begin.
That's odd. I'm sure I just had it a moment ago.
Ah, ghost!
Fantastic.
Actually...
Quickly, Ash, get out of there! Start running!
Ash? Does this key belong to you?
Death is behind you.
I found it by the door.
Marianne! I'm so sorry. Yes, that's mine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And my apologies for scaring you.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry. Kind of ridiculous, mistaking a friend for a ghost.
No, that's okay. I guess I do look like one.
No, of course you don't. It's just, in the dark, with your head down like that, and with your hair covering your eyes,
Does that make me look scary?
No, please stop.
I'm sorry that I look so ghastly.
Why not just lift your head up a little?
Up? You mean like this?
Yes, that's so much better. With some light on your face.
This is the worst of all of them.
You look completely normal.
What the hell are you doing, Ash?
You're pretty cute.
And he's getting in there. Oh my lord, he swaps on a dime and he's an expert at both.
Just keep your head up and smile.
How is
I
Ash
promise
not
you'll never
everyone's
be mistaken
favorite
for a
character?
ghost again.
Keep my head up and smile?
Ash is a
sorry,
good
but
boy.
I don't think I can.
What?
And it's gone.
Is it something I said?
Yes, it was Ash. Thanks for noticing. Actually, I need to check something. That's a large fish. Fish of mystery. Fuck! God damn it, I need fistful of fucking fishy fuckheads.
If you don't have any business here, go away. You're bothering me.
Finally spotted me, did you?
What do you want?
They say you're the best. I wanted to see your training with my own eyes.
Spying on people. Is that a hobby of yours? I hope you got your fill.
Enough to see how to beat you, at least.
You think you can beat me?
That's right. See, I was trained by...
Gerald, yes.
So you know.
I heard he was your teacher. Perhaps we should test you. See how much of your training sank in.
I'm ready if you are.
Okay, I'll give you a chance.
Sounds good. When?
I'll let you know. In the meantime, practice. I won't go easy on you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be ready.
This will be fun.
This is very weird having Felix start one of these support conversations and have it go positive. Like, this ended fine for both parties. What backwards land do we live in? And this is where the fun ends. It's over.
Claude, are you aware of the most recent conflict within the Alliance?
Hello to you too, Lawrence. And you'll have to be more specific. The Alliance is always bickering over one thing or another.
Margrave Edmund is raising objections over the assignment of his troops to the Eastern defenses.
If you please one noble, another will only gripe. No matter what happens, there will always be conflict.
That is just the kind of lackadaisical attitude that causes more conflict among us than necessary. Now, listen to me carefully. House Edmund may not hold much land, but the land they do control is quite rich. They also maintain a thriving port. Their influence is poised to rival even the most powerful players in the Alliance. Yet they claim they cannot spare a fair share of troops? Do you find it acceptable to let such an obviously unreasonable objection stand?
It's not as though the threat of Elmira to the east has proven all that threatening of late.
Such negligence! What makes you so certain the Almirans will not attack us tomorrow? If certain dukes hold back their proper share of support, it will only serve to weaken House Goneril's hold of our eastern flank.
Calm yourself. I am well aware that the financial situation of House Edmund is quite exceptional. However, what you fail to realize is that they're lacking in troops. They're not lying when they say they don't have that many to spare. As it were, the Almirans have been nothing but peaceful since we refortified Fodlan's Locket. And are you aware that Margrave Edmund paid the majority of the costs for those repairs?
Is that so?
In fact, it's largely thanks to the skilled craftsmen he assembled that the fortress is now so impregnable. I, for one, wouldn't want to attack a fortress as formidable as that.
I do see your point. If House Edmund has already made its fair contribution, then that is all we can ask. Very well. I withdraw my objection. But even the sturdiest fortress needs soldiers to defend it. If we continue to squabble amongst ourselves, it will eventually fall.
Well, and here I thought he only cared about status. Still, if someone like him really came to lead the Alliance, it would not bode well for Elmira.
What did I tell you about Claude having some very obvious connections to Elmira? I've always been a big fan of that social link set. That's a good one. Yeah. I do like me some political intrigue. Oh boy. Oh me, oh my. It's such a fun time. Instruction time. You know what? I'm sorry, Raphael. But he's so close. He's already at A, and he's marching into A+. That's because he's only training one thing. He's just doing fists and nothing else. Like, even in his passive thing, at the end of every week, he's getting 50% more fist XP than everyone else. So it is quite a lot. So he's pretty self-sufficient for right now. I do need to get everyone else still caught up. I already said that's called being efficient. I'm just trying to debate, like, I'm trying to mentally piece together who to train. Because Ignatz needs to be trained. He doesn't have enough points to go for Bonite! And Lysithea needs training because it's fucking Lysithea. Getting her to have Tome Fair, Black Magic Range +1, Black Murder Crit, damage plus, and then more healing capabilities? That's a good time. And I keep forgetting Cyril because he's for some reason... Oh, now she knows Hades. So that's a fun one, I guess. And then Cyril needs training because he's kind of really far behind everyone else, so of course he needs training. But he also needs flying and lance. Because Wyvern Rider, Wyvern Lord is a steep gap to cross for him. Marianne doesn't need training because she's the dancer. I can kind of have her just sit on nothing. Hilda needs training because Great Knights need way too much for some reason, and I'm kind of starting to regret wanting her to be that because I want to see how good these things are. And thus we put more points into heavy armor. And then Leonie, because it's also Wyvern Lord, but easier because she's already done with lances. Mission accomplished. Good job, team. Focus on. There you go. Have fun.
Whew. Finally.
Experience is everything.
Encloser.
Seems simple enough.
I think I've seen Encloser before, but I don't remember what it is. Also, now that I think about it, I haven't checked my actual combat arts in quite a while, so I do need to do that too. We also need to... No. We need to look at the battle and see. 1, 2, 3. God, we need... fuck, there's so many to do. Jesus. 222. They all have the same deadline. Except for this one. I need to get this one done. I mean, I'm going to do this one first no matter what. Because this gives me a knowledge gem. But I'm just trying to think. Like, I won't have a morale reset, but I need to get all the fights done. So I'm probably going to have one training session where I won't have morale for my team, but I kind of got to do it because there's so many paralogs to do. And it gets me the knowledge gem earlier. Yeah. Here we go. Is the one we've seen a billion times and will thus mash through it. It's the, hey guys, I'm Shotish, we gotta figure out why it's called the Red Canyon. Gotta go back to Xanadu, see what's going on there. Oops, there's big dogs, and they're trying to kill the teacher. Better have the students. This is new content because it's new class.
Going all alone like that?
I hate not knowing what's going on. Okay, that's it. Let's gather the others and get to the bottom of this.
You want to follow our teacher? What a pain. Ugh. But I guess I'm dying of curiosity too.
And new content's done. back to the mashing. Can I skip this yet? No, because you cannot skip the beginning of any of the paralogs. It's such a pain in the ass. Alright, everyone, gather the troops. They bust down the door to the local like corner joint. Just going out for some coffee. Should be all fine. Why do you have a killer lance? I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't really have Leone still having the March Ring, just because we're not at the point of the game where I need to worry about stuff like that yet. Like, I don't have any method of buying new one of these, so I'm kind of just letting it happen. One thing that would be nice, though, is giving you this, because you kind of just take damage, and you're really fucking slow, so you're not going to double people anyway. There we go! Wait! Do I still have a chest key?
First, we need to reunite with Teach. Hurry up, everyone.
Stay focused.
Fucking A. And welcome back, everyone. I hope are you ready to have everything I just did be redone? Because I need a chest key. Great. Fantastic. Woo! There we go. Gotta get a chest key, because I forgot to buy one. I thought we had one sitting in the inventory, but I forgot we used it to get a goddamn killer lance. That was why we have the killer lance. It was the key that I thought we still had. But it is worthwhile because this is a knowledge gem. And knowledge gems, when you have them equipped, double the amount of class mastery XP and weapon mastery you get when in combat. So normally, if you have 100 class mastery XP required to level up, that's 100 battles. Or it's actually 50, assuming it's not respawning enemies, that's 50 battles because it's 2 mastery per fight for 150 battles. Knowledge gem doubles your XP gain, so it's 4 per battle, that's 25 battles, doubling your efficiency. Or, in other words, doubling your fucking XP. That's pretty goddamn good. Also, reset my goddamn adjutants again. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give it to Lysithia. Not because that's the wrong take, but she just doesn't need it. It's like, that's too much power, you know? She's already gonna master all of her classes. That's too much power.
What is it now?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
First things first.
This chest right here. So I need to get Byleth right there.
Stay focused.
And that's a sneeze. Ow, that one kind of hurt on the way out. That's the one that kind of like catches on the way out, like it got caught on something, it's hooked its way out. That one felt fantastic. Okay, who seems to master classes? I guess it doesn't really matter, because everyone's going to have them mastered by the end of this set. And hopefully a bunch of people will be level 20 to be able to promote, but you never know.
Let's get to it. Who, me?
I know she has stride, that's right.
Who, me?
Can no one get there, please? I didn't want it to be Claude or Ignatz, because they Oh, he doesn't even have one. Damn
Ready
it.
and willing.
There we go. And instantly fully broken. Thank you for the three free Woot Steel. Bye!
I got this.
Ready when you are.
Get him with the sword. Actually, don't get him with the sword, because you can't kill. You can kill him with the sword. Yeah! You did it, Marianne! Get a little bit more sword XP, because I need you to be able to equip 11 sword.
I have...
Leave it to me.
Break shot. This actually just seems to be better. Oh, it has less accuracy. Curve shot is a boatload of accuracy. That would explain why it's super nice. But I don't need the accuracy right here, because we're Ignats. Fortunately, I did not know I did not know what break shot did. Had I known that it lowered defense, I would have done that a bit earlier than not at all. Well, now we know.
Another step forward.
Ooh. Damn. Not going enlightened one by this time, so magic is irrelevant. I only could have also gotten luck. That was perfect. Ooh boy, that is clean. There's another crit. Crit knots coming in again. Big knots just makes it sound like big nuts. And I don't want to have a party with big nuts. I forgot Thyrsus. Oh. Oh God, Lysithia. Are you... Does it stack with black magic range +1 or dark magic, whatever the fuck it is that she uses? Because, oh God. Because I don't know how, like, dark magic works, or, like, the fucking evil shit. Does it get a range +1? Does it work like that, or is that exclusive to the other, like, bitch modes? Who needs the XP? Frankly, everybody. Thanks for the free steel, asshole. Bye-bye. See you later. See you, loser. And broken. That is acceptable, though. Acceptable losses. crit lens.
I thought I gave it my all.
Bad level up.
You're relentless.
Lorenz. You know what? If I remember correctly, the way to get the top enemies to start coming at you is by getting too close. Because once you hit like a certain like height threshold, they get pissed off and will auto aggro. I don't know what that range is, but that one's at full HP. Okay.
I have improved.
There I go again, not using break, and then he crits. There I go again, not using break shot until the end, so it doesn't lower their defense, making me do more damage. Then he crits anyway, and it doesn't matter. The fucking boys are coming.
Great, more hawks. Those feathery jerks are trying to take us out from...
Fantastic. And thus we retreat up north. Wait. We need a strike force. Take down the bottom route. These bad boys. Mainly the big-ass wolf, because he's going to be a pain in the ass otherwise. Go get him, wolf fuckers. Should probably come up with a better task force name. And the rest shall come up top. Damn, it's so far. Lysithea, quickly level up. How bad of an idea is this? Oh, shit. Okay, this is as close as I'm able to get. Please let me reach the thing. Thank you. Please do not one-hit Lysithea. Oh, no. Risky business was a bad idea. Hey, can one of you guys learn rescue, like, right now? Because if not, I could just rewind the turn to the previous turn and just undo it all, but that's just such a pain in the ass, you know? Fuck you. We're in there, boys.
I can't...
And knowledge gem. Shit, it's assault. Fuck. She astride. What do you have? Ah, fucking disturbance, okay. She can't get out of range. So, can I, like, move here? Gambit. Okay, he can full break. So, Gambit you. Put you like right here. Can she get out from right there? No. It's still too far. Gambit you. Because it's like stunning all of them. Because he's gonna do the big wave attack that's really annoying. And then break this dude's little bitch barrier. Now he's stunned.
Strength is all.
Another thing of mithril. Alright, good. We'll put someone like right here. Then I can artillery heal Lysithea. That's the wrong character, but you know what I mean. And then get Lysithea. She can't leave, but he's doing the wave attack, and we'll hit Marianne instead. I'm gonna be frank, it's a little weird that I value... I think Marianne would be able to survive herself better. Actually, let's see. 8. Yes, no, Marianne 100% can handle herself better than Lysithea can. Partially because that +2 defense I went out of my way to get is helping me out right now categorically. Yes. There it is, my boys. Yeah. They're out. So I can double tap you. Bap. And then, oh, that pushes them. God damn it. Stop pushing people. And smack him. Boot steel. Who are you attacking? Irrelevant.
I'm not done yet.
Try to get all their classes mastered and get as many to level 20 as we can. And then just simply smack this one to break one of his little sections. She's fine. Considering the fact that it was that level of damage, I think even Lysithea would have lived.
Don't expect much more than that.
At least it's a strength level.
We've got your back.
Get this barrier. There you go. I'm surprised that didn't miss. That was only a 58 accuracy. I was genuinely concerned for a second. Go in and slap the dog. There you go. I don't want to actually kill him. God damn it. This claw doesn't need the XP. But I don't have a choice. There we go. It'll work. Alright, now what do we have here? Marianne dead, Marianne dead, Marianne dead. Okay, problem. I think it's time to... Oh, she can't move. Ooh, that's right. We've solved one problem and immediately engaged in another. Can't move. I can at least hit him through the wall, but that's the best I'm getting for right now with Violet, so just get that done. It's at least something. If I can gambit them, it'll pull aggro. Scythia, okay, all 3 of them still have their gambits. But then Lysithea will just die, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. So like, put her right here, gambit that, make it so, like, she gets hit. But also hit the other bird, and that's why Gerald's mercenaries are kind of hilarious. Come over here, gambit him, pull his aggro. Now the big wolf monster man's coming in to punch Ignatz in the taint, and I'm not a big fan of that either. That also will be lethal, but in a different, like... They did go right through Cyril. But the problem is that we're in an extended level issue right now. Then I need to gambit this dude to pull aggro onto Cyril. There we go. All 3 of them now have aggro pulled. The problem is that Ignatz is about to fucking die. So is also Lysithea. My only hope is that I can kill this dude. And a hope that Ignatz lives through the entourage of death. So he can take... He actually has just enough HP, because that's 19, 21... Or it's 19, 29, 39. All three of them need to hit for him to die. He lives with 1 HP. So he needs one of them to dodge. 2 59s and a 61. The odds are somewhat in my favor. Somewhat. Not much. Not to any extensive degree. And if this had killed, that would have been better, because then I could have healed Ignatz and we wouldn't need to worry about it. Otherwise, you know, Lysithea would have died, so I have to have Marianne, like, murder this guy, so... What can you do?
I'm starting to...
This is what happens when you go full greed mode and try to get a knowledge gem too early. One of them needs to miss. That's all I need. He got a point of defense, though. I don't remember if these dudes... He has Poison Strike. It does factor through defense, but the fucking boss moves first. God damn it. None of this matters. Oh, and Hilda died somehow. Right, you know what? We're gonna need a blanket reset. I did genuinely fuck up. We could just not get myself into this situation. We're just gonna roll the clock back a bit and not dick around this time.
Leave it to me.
There we go. Just use the warp one turn earlier. I wanted to greed the warp. Just move in advance. Violet will be fine. Now we gotta redo all this, but we already know what happens down here. It's fine. Hilda, Leone, fucking Hilda. Just get in there. Who gives a shit? I even tried to run it back by Big Brain, and Big Brain didn't really work. I greeted too hard, too fast, and too furious.
Ready anytime.
Is this the same one that he crit? No, it's actually not.
Ready when you are.
There we go. Also, we're at the 2-hour mark, so once we're done with this map, we need to run it back. And by run it back, I mean the stream ends. That is not where you spawned before.
Great. More hawks.
That,
Stay focused.
that is just objectively not where you spawned last time. Do we want to talk about that one, or... Okay. Because, it's really putting me in a weird spot, the fact that you have actually pincer-stratted me. I'm really not a fan of the fucking bamboozle I've been boozled. I'm gonna have to ask you to not do that again. Thanks.
I got this.
Luckily, a lot of our battalions are back, but it doesn't mean much.
Ready and willing.
Ooh, fat crits. It's because of how I've stationed it, this dude cannot actually get at Marianne, so now we're fine.
I stand ready.
We can get a Lorenz, though, but Lorenz is a big boy. He'll be fine. I'm just gonna have everyone gun down the backup dancers just so we can get them over with and move the entirety of our forces up to the front lines, and there's the big gnats.
Nicely done.
As much as I hate that name, I will admit, it flows really well and it rolls right off the tongue, and I am a fan of it, actually. I was lying before. It's way more creative than Crignats. Krignats, I guess it would be, because Ignats... Krignats just doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's death. That is death from upon high, so I'm gonna have Lysithea just go. Yeah, Violet's fine. Unfortunately, Violet is going to get inadvertently huge from this, which is what I didn't want to happen. Which is why I tried to have the other playthrough go better, because Violet is just kind of alone right now. And that's really just annoying. I can at least do this, but, you know.
Better be careful.
That helps.
I might miss out on some of the bits of, like, iron and crap, you know, from breaking their armor, but I don't think a single piece of mithril is really gonna matter all that much. It will matter. It's gonna matter, and I know it. I'm just trying to hide the pain. Okay, who still has the damn battalion? Technically, yes, but can't reach. Yes, and yes. A lot of them do have it, but can't reach, which is quite annoying, but at least it's still workable. Like, he can't reach. He can't reach. God damn it, really? None of you can reach? Are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm sure Byleth will be fine, don't worry about it. Ye of little faith. Really? I missed the 75, but I hit the 56. I know that's how RNG works, but damn it, it doesn't make me feel better. Come on. Come, grab the light. Come on. Oh, there they are.
More hawks? The air's swarming with those feathered freaks. Let's get them before we fight the beast.
Dude, that's more free experience. I will gladly acquiesce to your demands. Also, Byleth is dying. Who could have foreseen such a horrendous thing? Also, give me my knowledge gem. I will happily equip it in the meantime until I pass it off to whoever needs it more. Who needs healing? Only Leone, because Byleth just doesn't need healing. Probably. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. boy, what kind of a situation are we in today? Answer a bad one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Did I ever break his full shield? I don't think I did. I'm gonna do it again if I didn't. You can't not make me do it again. I can't move Leone. And she missed. Oh no, I tried to break it, but Cyril missed. That's right. Ah, yes. I remember now. No, that one's too good. Don't use that. No, he doesn't have one. There we go.
I'll back you up.
I'm here to help.
One down. Please stop fucking over Byleth. I'm not a fan. And it's the fact that Byleth just can't move. They're like CC chaining Byleth just in the corner. And Byleth misses! Come on! Oh, you hurt me so much. You know not for how much pain you inflict upon my being.
Strength is...
It's like, fuck. This is a bad time. Everywhere Marion could go is the wrong answer because there's so many big boys. I want there to be less big boys. Oh my god, Claude. I never expect crits through the barrier. I never do. And then he slaps him for 60 damage and it just instantly kills him. Definitely satisfying.
Better.
Both going for him. 8 times 2, 17, probably going to be lethal. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Could not ask for a better start to that. Bossman's unfortunately here and is actively engaging in fisticuffs at his discretion, but at least it's manageable now, you know, compared to what we've had to deal with before. Before I decided to let's do the time warp again, yeah, no, it's fine. Another 7% quad crit. Why is now the time when he decided to go apeshit? Lots more fed up with their bullshit than I am. Like, goddamn. Okay, who still has it? She has an onslaught, assault troops. What is that? Okay. There we go. Alright. Got a stride, assault troops. Do we have another mercenary or poison tactic? I don't know where all my poison tactics went. I remember in my other playthrough I had enough for every single member of the team to have one, which is why it was so convenient. But I don't know where they all went. They're just kind of gone. So that's really kind of annoying.
Let us help.
Stun him, break his sheen, get a thing of wood steel, which is actually really nice. Come over here, hit this, ba-da-ba-ba-da, break into him, and then come over here, bring one of them. We'll have to see. I don't know how much damage we're about to take. So just
let us be cautious.
Drop Lorenz, have him break the other section. There we go. Also stun. Drop a heal. There you go. Now we get to deal with the backup dancers. The bitch mode turbo. Really, they're just bitches. I don't have a better. I don't have a more succinct method of referring to them. I don't like them, and that is my default setting. Is very childish insults. Baby mode swears. There we go. That's another one broken. It's nothing of Mithril. He's going to do the wave attacks. They won't aggro on Lysithea. I'm going to heal anyway. Just because it's more XP generation. Use the big wave and hit the bird because you're a dum-dum. I'm going to be frank here, Byleth deserves at least one kill. Byleth has not gotten one this far, Byleth has instead been bullied all round. So Byleth gets their kill. And thus the random assortment of crisscross gambit spamming begins, because I need to break every single section of this bastard, and I do not have a convenient one that hits every single tile anymore. It's rather quite annoying. Death blow acquired. Do 7 damage. Alright, Claude. Don't crit this time. Thank you, Claude. It's all I ask is you to not crit the one time. Because I wanted Hilda to get it. She needed the XP more, and she needed to get her death blow. There we go. Marianne still also needs XP, so we're going to have her heal.
I stand ready.
Ignatz pulled aggro. Do you still have one?
I'm not hurt too bad.
Yes, but this will pull aggro. Or it'll actually just shatter him, so it's fine.
I'll assist you.
I feel like I grew up a little.
That's at least okay. Dex, speed, HP is not really what I would consider great, but it's not bad. That's just... I don't know if I'd call it good. It's mediocre. Right on the line. Could definitely have been better. But at least Dex and speed are, like, not worthless stats. Now that's a little bit worse. Speed red didn't even get HP. At least HP affects both Hey!
I can't let Lady Rhea
You're
down.
supposed to be stunned! Did I didn't fuck, I'm so used to the other ones where they fully shatter. That one's not damaged. I actually see where I went wrong. He's standing on a forest, and that looks like it's cracked for me. I thought they were all cracked. Because I was seeing him standing right here, I'm like, oh, he gambited and hit through. Because I saw the forest, and that looked like cracks. So like a glance, you know? Like I didn't actively study the image.
Leave it to me.
I can see where I made the mistake. But also, fuck you, game. I can now fix it, however, which is the... Just attack from this side. Get a better level up, except that's not how that works. Now, if that was how Divine Pulse works, good lord, people would never actually have any charges because they wasted all the rerolling bad levels. It would also be hilarious.
I don't have...
Umbral Steel, boom, there we go. Phase 2.
Not so sure about this.
Who, me?
Gonna need someone to gambit him to just pull aggro. Other than that, we're good to go. Or I could just DPS him. Oh shit, I need to go to the bathroom. Is one down here done? They're not gonna make it in time.
I stand ready.
Sloren's only level 18. I'm probably gonna have him get the kill. See, oh, Raphael's level 17, so no, Raphael gets the kill. You must have their gambit. Yes, Lysithia. Weird choice, and not who I would want, let's be frank. Here, you know what? We have a solution to this problem. Using a liberal usage of body blocking.
Ready anytime.
Put Ignatz right here. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna be frank. I gotta go like really fucking bad. I'll be right back. I know we're almost done, but I gotta go. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. We're gonna kill one dude and then just end the stream, but I don't got time. I gotta go. Be right back. Alright. We're back. Just for it to end immediately. Ugh. Well, like I said, again, sorry for the shorter streams, yada yada yada. But at the very least, once we're done with today, we're back to normal. Longer shit for a while. Or at least until I find another job. And Big Nats crits him again. Right as we get back. Well, I was gonna go through a long, complicated cavalcade of copious conundrums, trying to figure out how to body block and keep everyone alive. But I'm gonna be frank, I think that just solved my problem. Who needs it? I give him a little bit of the XP. Just a little bit. Unless he crits. Because we need to weaken him for Raphael. Give him a lickin'. Let him chip him out. Just don't crit. And there we go. And he knows Death Blow, too.
I get it.
I get it now. No problem.
I got this.
I should have put Violet next to him. Shit. But then again, I don't think you can get more XP than a full XP bar level thing. I've never seen someone get like 3 levels all at the same time. They've only gotten 100% of their
Things
XP
did
bar.
not go as planned. Let us return before any more hawks or wolves join us. But what was that demonic beast doing within the Red Canyon?
Hey, Ignatz is going to be getting some training after this. Nice.
Listen, Teach, no one likes aimless wandering more than me, but it's not worth dying over.
Well, we're all okay now, so let's just focus on the positive. Ooh, maybe we can tell folks back at the monastery that we came here for battle training, with our dear professor's permission.
You scamp. No one has a knack for getting out of trouble quite like you do. It is a gift, milady.
Oh, is that right? Well, no one can get into trouble quite like you, so it works out.
Oh dear, I put us in a bit of danger there.
Okay, yeah. Shut up, Sophus.
But my and all. Huh? I dare you should be.
I like how they don't tell you what they found. What physical object can increase the efficiency of time powers? Also, yeah, we're done. I mean, we'll leave the fun surprise of what are we gonna do next? Do you want to do the Manuela Hanneman one, the Alois Shamir one, or the new one, the one we haven't seen yet? Because let's see. I don't remember what you get for this or what you get for this. We need to do the quest. We only get to do one of them. This gives me Felix's shield, I think. This gives me the Lance of Ruin, and that gives me Lewin. And on top of, the just generic other ass rewards. I told you it wasn't going to be very long till I got back, but you gotta go in the bathroom. It's very important. But anyway, enough of my pandering bullshit to myself and the bathroom. I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye-bye. But I hope y'all have enjoyed. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. And peace. Thank you for the stream.